That is delightful. These are pork ribeye steaks. If you're wondering what a pork ribeye steak is, think about a beef ribeye. It's heavily marbled. It's very soft and juicy. It cooks up beautifully. It's loaded with protein. And now I want you to exchange beef for pork. And you got Tuscan garlic butter on top. Okay. Okay. Mr. Rastelli, our own personal butcher, or America's personal butcher, is here. And we're thrilled. How many years experience? 48?
48, David.
48. That's
week.
Right. It was last week. Last Sunday was your 48th anniversary.
Yes.
Nice to have you back, sir.
Great to be back.
A pleasure to see you. And you brought one of my favorite products. And I love that you brought the Tuscan herb butter. Oh, yum. All right. Now, you're getting 10 6-ounce pork ribeye steaks. These are premium pork ribeyes.
They are premium pork ribeye steaks, and not all pork is created equal. I say it all the time. Know your source. Know where your pork comes from in this case. And this comes from the Pennsylvania Dutch Amish country. That means it's local for us because we're right here in QVC's backyard. And of course, that pork comes fresh to us, and then it's our job to make sure that we take that pork and we trim it completely. We take all the fat off it. We take all of the sinew or nerve off it. But what's most important is that this is the ribeye. What does that mean? Well, it's prime rib. Like you said, David, we know the prime rib of beef is by far the most full of moisture. Well, the prime rib of pork is the same way. And look at that. Now, what we've added this time is our Tuscan herb garlic butter. And
I thought I smelled garlic in there.
Isn't that good?
I want to make sure I didn't misspeak.
No, so you are right.
It was, and I can smell the garlic. This is lovely product, and I can tell you auto delivery is already very popular because anyone who has tried this wants more of it. And if you're trying it for the first time, I can understand your reticence to go with the auto delivery, but remember, auto delivery, you're in the driver's seat. You can control how that goes. You can get out of it at any time. We shake hands and walk away. No one calls you a bad name, I promise. Or you can keep a good thing coming. Now, we have auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. Now, I think I'm ready to taste, sir.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind cutting a little piece for me.
And what I'm going to do, David, because we don't need a fork you don't need a knife with this, I should say. And people say it to me all the time, Ray, I just cut it with my fork, just like you did on air. Yep, just like that. Look, just right through the middle of that pork steak.
I'm ready to go.
With a fork.
Okay, this is one of my favorite products you bring to QVC. I'm a huge fan. Oh. It's so good. I mean, that butter adds so much flavor. But even without the butter, you don't have to put any seasoning on this.
That's right. And that's why I call it a pork steak, right? Because it is, you can treat it just like a steak. So if you want to, you take your steak typically out and you season it, you drop it on that grill. That's what you can do with this pork.
Bust it out, bust it out, bust it out, bust it out. I mean, come on. This is so versatile, and we only have 4,200 available. Now, Miss Rachel, did you want some pork steak?
Please.
Okay, I have a clean fork over here for you. This is mine.
Amazing.
Put it down.
Thank
pork
you.
Right here.
Also, Ellen in our chat said she would like to be adopted by the Rastellis.
I think most of us would.
I think we all feel that way. I love these. I have had these previously. Also, this just needs to be sold in tubs because this butter, I want to put it on everything.
Yes, and you can actually.
Oh, is that not the best?
It is the best, truly. This is not, when I was a kid, pork chops, you shook them up in a bag, they tasted like cardboard.
Yep.
That is not this.
Yeah.
Moist, delicious, marbling.
And I say that all the time. It's not your grandmother's pork chop.
I mean, don't call this a pork chop. You'll hurt its feelings.
That's right.
This is a premium pork ribeye steak. Now, Mr. Rastelli, how best to prepare these?
So you can do just like I did here, David. I just grilled them. Just like I do a steak. I'm just going to take them. I'm going to grill them, take them out of the vacuum package. Now they're all individually vacuum packaged.
From thawed to the best?
Yep, from thawed. So you just want to take the package, take it out of your freezer, let it thaw. Once it's thawed, all you got to do is drop it right on your skillet, on your grill, in your air fryer, and then of course, this package is going to last for 12 months in your freezer, but I want you to see all the marbling in here. This is a ribeye. This is a pork ribeye. This is what I look at as a butcher. And of course, when I see that marbling, I know I'm going to have flavor. I'm going to have juiciness. And people are amazed when they get this at home. They said, Ray, I've never had a pork chop like that. Well, you've never had a premium pork steak from Rastelli's that's actually from the Pennsylvania Dutch. But this is what I love most about it. Right here it is a steak, but how about if we do this, David? How about if we take one of them and we just pound it out? Now, this is one.
Now, don't pound it hard because this is a very soft cut of meat.
Exactly. So here is one. We've pounded it out. Of course, we put that in some flour, some egg, dredged it, and of course, smelted some mozzarella cheese on top. And you know what? I've made the most incredible pork parmesan, and look at how simple that is. But if you want to do what I do just as a steak, look at how simple this is, right? Just right out of the skillet. You're going to find that when you get these pork steaks at home, there's no fat on them. So you're going to eat from one end to the other. And look at how simple that is for me to be able to put on a plate. And
all you do is remember to thaw these. If you don't remember to thaw them, put them, as Mr. Rastelli and I do, put them in a bowl of cold water and run some cold water over top.
That's right.
About 10 minutes.
That's all it takes, and just leave them in the package. Now, kebabs are one of those things that if people say to me, Ray, I've got to have something really, really tender for kebabs. I promise you, trust me, that when you put these pork steaks, you cut them into cubes, put them on your kebabs, they are going to be like butter.
These are barbecue.
These are barbecue pork. So all we did was, instead of using the butter here, we just used that barbecue sauce right on top of it.
And to make it lighter and brighter, for my dietary needs, I would use a sugar-free barbecue sauce.
Yes.
And you can make it the same way. Grill it up and then smother it in that barbecue sauce and skewer it on skewers. Or if you're doing what, now when I was in Germany, I had a lot of this. Pork schnitzel.
Pork schnitzels. And this is
not easy to say.
Yeah, this is one piece. I want you to realize these are 6 ounces, but because they have no fat and they're completely trimmed, look at the size.
That's one piece.
That's one piece. Look at the size of this.
That's as big as the dinner plate.
It is as big as the dinner plate, and whether you're going to use a brown gravy, whether you're going to use a white gravy on top, I will tell you that.
Or you can bread it, as I do with Parmesan cheese.
And I've tried that, David. You told me that last time, and I tried it, and my wife absolutely loved it.
I dipped it first in beaten egg. Then I rolled it in Parmesan cheese, and then I put it in a little mixture of butter and avocado oil on top of the stove, browned the cheese, and then I finished it in the oven. And oh my, now what's the internal temp for pork?
145. So think about that. Your grandmother, I'm sure, used to go to 165. You don't need to do that. This is fresh, premium Pennsylvania Dutch pork. I want you to see, again, how moist it is. But at 145, you go ahead and pull it out of the oven or off the skillet. And this is what you should expect out of every single pork ribeye steak.
Now, I have gifted your pork steaks before, and my mom's birthday is very close to Easter. If all 3 kids send her flowers for Easter and for her birthday, her house looks like a greenhouse. So I sent her, Mom can't do a lot of beef products because of her diet.
Yes.
And so, but she can't eat pork. And so I send her pork steaks, and she's like, "Oh, honey, I'm so excited about these because I can have one, and if I can't finish it, I finish it the next day for lunch."
That's right. That's right.
And it's lovely. Mom is not a big eater. I'm a big eater. She's not. And so it's going to be very important that you have some leftovers or split it among other people. Now, we only have 3,100 remaining. If my 31 years experience means anything, buy this product. Buy this product. It will not disappoint you. If you love a good pork steak with that garlic herb butter.
Yes. Yes, you will love it.
You're not going to find anything better. Be sure and stay on the line for this. And remember, everything is free ship and 5-pay. And we have auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. Mr. Rastelli, good to have you back,
Thank you, sir.
Nice to see you. All right, let's check in with our Rachel, who's going to update you on some NFL merchandise.
This has been very, very popular here at QVC.